Kwa sababu kama wale maofisa wa ugani ambayo ni, wanafanya kazi ngumu katika gatuzi zetu wataweza kupata pesa zao, kwa sababu naona kama Kirinyaga kuna milioni 36 na kwa muda ambao hawakuwa wamelipwa, ni kwamba hakukuwa na maana yoyote ya kuwachelewesha kiwango hicho na kazi ngumu wanaofanya kule mashinani. Mstahiki Spika, wengi wanaenda mguu kama mawakala wa ng'ombe, wengine hawana hata usafiri kuhakikisha kwamba afya inatunzwa katika sehemu zile za kule mashinani. Kwa hivyo nimesema ya kwamba kuteseka huko kote ni kwa sababu ya jitihada ambazo zilifanywa na wabunge wa bunge la kitaifa na kuchelewesha miswada ambayo tunapitisha hapa. Mstahiki Spika, tumepewa kazi moja muhimu sana, kuwa walinzi wa ugatuzi, lakini mlinzi mpaka pia pewe silaha, kwa sababu bunge la seneti limekuwa likimbweka ya kutosha. Nadhani wakati wa kuuma umefika, ili wajue ya kwamba pia sisi sio vikaragosi na wanasesere wa siasa. Sisi pia ni seneti na pia jukumu lazima tuhakikishe. Nadhani kuna venye wanatuchukulia kwa urahisi kama bei ya chumvi, kwamba miswada yote tukipitisha hapa tukipeleka kule, hata ambao hawanja soma unasikia wakiongea mitaani na kupinga ile miswada. Jitihada mpaka tufanye ili tueleweke na tuheshimike. Mstahiki Spika, nikimalizia, ni jambo la kushangaza sana kwamba vita imekuja kwa sababu ya pesa ambazo zinafaa kwenda kuangalia masuala ya barabara mashinani. Na wenyewe wanajua vizuri, ukiangalia vizuri ni kwamba barabara zimegawa kutoka yenye inaenda kwa Kenya, zenye zilikuwa zinashughulikiwa na Kera, zenye zinatengenezewa zinatunzwa na Kura, na pia katika katuzi zetu. Wakati wametoa zile pesa ambazo zinafaa kwenda kuangalia masuala ya barabara, hiyo ndio inafanya katika kaunti nyingi unapata barabara zinakaa kama mahandaki, zimechimbika, pesa za kufanya hiyo kazi hakuna. Lakini lazima pia tunaongea ukweli kwamba wakati sisi tunapigania kama siku ya leo, kwa sababu saa hii seneta yote ambaye ako hapa akikutana na gavana wake atapigwa pambaja kwa kazi nzuri ambao, kwa sababu leo tunakuja kupitisha pesa itaenda mashinani. Tukimaliza leo, kesho tutakuwa ni maadui wakubwa pia wa mangavana ambao tunatetea siku ya leo. Utasikia kwamba anapiga kelele, hajui kazi yake. Tunajua kazi yetu, lakini kesho itakuwa tujui kazi yetu. Nataka niseme kwamba venye tumembweka na kulinda kuhakikisha kwamba mangavana amepata pesa, tutambweka hivyo hivyo pesa zikitumika visivyo kama bunge la seneti. Asante sana Mstahiki Spika.
Senator Onyonka.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. One of the points I wanted to make, that because of the inevitable delay in the report being ready, the report which was done by the committee is actually much better. Colleagues will receive it because it clearly demarcates the schedules, the money from donor funding, conditional grants, and all other monies that need to go to every county. Number two, there is also clarity what every county has gotten in terms of donor funding, the FLOCA money, and all these other monies which have been in the program. Mr. Speaker, I would like to thank the Majority Leader for his comments, and my friend, my brother, Honorable Boni Halwale, who we woke up at 7 o'clock in the morning to go and make sure that this report is done. Mr. Speaker, this matter of dealing with the road maintenance levy fund is a problem. And it's a problem that has held us back until this time. I believe that the decision to allow the courts determine for us this matter in finality makes sense. Number two, Mr. Speaker, I would like to also say that I'm actually very happy that the committee, for the first time, with clarity, I remember, Speaker, we've come into this house and we've always asked that give us the amounts every county is getting in figures and from what agency, so that then, Mr. Speaker, we can explain to our people what needs to be done. I'm sure this House is aware that governors have already pronounced themselves. In fact, they were giving us 14 days so that they can make sure that this document is tabled here so that we can approve the money. My honest observation is that, yes, just as much as governors are our partners, and we really want them to succeed, and we want to make sure that the funds are utilized well and effectively, we are beginning to feel that our governors are not giving us the best. Mr. Speaker, if you look at the audit discussions that have been taking place for the last 2 weeks, you'll realize that there's a lot of misappropriation, waste, and misuse of public funds. Audits are not up to date. In fact, Mr. Speaker, because I'm also in a position to know that the audits which we did the whole of last year, we are actually up to 2024-25. There are about 6 counties that their books have never been audited for the last 4 years. That's what they're struggling with. My feeling is that we would want to request our governors to use the money prudently, make sure that they are responsible, reduce the noise, the political noise that you have in the county governments, because Kenyans just want service delivery. Mr. Speaker, Kenyans just want nothing else but to give them service delivery, make sure that we pay our nurses and doctors, make sure that our teachers are paid on time, make sure that capitation money arrives in our schools on time, make sure that money for road construction arrives on time. If that happens, I saw yesterday, Mr. Speaker, where there was a debate, public debate as to why Kenyans are hungry. Angry. I don't think Kenyans are angry. Kenyans just want service. University students want their money to be available for their education. Teachers want their money for capitation to be available. Those who need to be promoted, promote them. Community health workers, people who are playing a very, very services within our country. Medical services are actually given first priority. You find that we are not able to compensate them, pay their allowances. As you've heard the Secretary General, ODM, my leader, Honorable Sifuna, talk, he has said here very clearly, for the last 3 months, we've been having members from the medical fraternity coming to the gates of the Senate to make noise why we are not paying them, why we are not honoring their CBAs, the agreements which some of them were signed 2-3 years ago. So, Mr. Speaker, I would like to say that as a committee, we appreciate the support that we have received from this House. As a committee, I think the team has worked diligently. I want to thank my chair, Honorable Roba, who has really, really pushed. While he's aware, we've been having Honorable Halwale with his experience and energy to hold in brief. I think we've presented to this House a report that is believable, that is factual. Every county, the money that has been given has been stated, whether it is for health, whether it is for agriculture, whether it's for roads. And I would like to say, Mr. Speaker, that the teams that were looking at the figures and the amounts and the amount of consternation it was raising. There were many issues that we dealt with, and we felt that because we don't have time, there was no need for us to have disagreements in terms of what the numbers were and what they were not. The only thing I want to remind many here is that last year there was a group of about 18 counties that were given money for the industrial parks, and we were